Hey, Coast City, it's Jordan and Josh back for another Devo for our 40 days of fasting. Today, we're going to be talking about patience and what it looks like to be patient in whatever season the Lord has you in. And Josh is going to read a verse from James about that.
Yes, it's James 5, 7 through 8. It says here, "Be patient, therefore, brothers, until the coming of the Lord. See how the farmer waits for the precious fruit of the earth, being patient about it until it receives the early and the late rains. You also be patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord is at hand."
Thank you. Patience isn't just passive waiting, it's active trust while the Lord is moving. And that's something that came to my mind is that the Lord is always moving, even in times where we don't see it. And I'm speaking from personal experience as somebody who can be impatient. I love Christmas, love opening gifts, I love surprises and things like that. And I feel like patience is hard for me, especially when I know something good is to come, but I'm not seeing that outcome. A funny symbol that I kind of thought of is a crock pot. If you like cooking and you use the crock pot to cook, you put all the ingredients in and you set it for 8 hours on low. And you don't really see anything working. You may smell a little something, kind of know that something's coming, but you don't see the outcome. And it may be hard to patiently wait for dinner, to patiently wait for this to be good. But once that time is up and you've allowed it to have its time, you have this beautiful, wonderful, yummy meal. And so that's kind of what waiting looks like to me as it's talked about in James. Um, James compares patience to a farmer. You don't really see what's going on when plants are being planted. There's carrots, they grow underneath the soil. You can't really see what's going on under the soil. You just have to trust that things are growing properly. It says, "You will also be patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord is at hand." So the Lord is coming, and we know that. We just have to be patient. Impatience says, "God, I don't trust you, and I don't see that you're moving." But somebody who's patient says, "God, I do trust you, and I see that you are moving." So, how can we today have trust and practice patience in our season of waiting, whether we're waiting for a new job, a new car, we're waiting to have a family, we're waiting for a better opportunity in this area? What does it look like to do that?
Yeah, patience is a major activity of faith.
Mhm.
So I'd say the most simple way to approach actually seeing patience happen in your life is asking the Lord to give you patience. Now, you'll find the joke goes that you're going to be put in all kinds of conditions where you're forced to be patient. If you really want to get into it, you can take the active leap of faith and actually choose to be in the longer line, or actually force yourself to actually being conditioned to be patient. It sounds silly, but in the long run, it puts your heart in the position to be able to practice this patience and honor God um, with the best that we have and with our faith as we strengthen and grow in Him. Um, with that said, we have one more verse too. It's Psalms 27:14. It says, "Wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord."
Yeah. So, how are you going to wait for the Lord today? We encourage you to do that, to ask Him. God uses our times of waiting to shape our character. So, as we become more like Him, He will continue to shape us through times of waiting and through times of patience. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time.